Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. We need a catchphrase to start this show with.
Right.
Each and every week we are shading social media. And then we have some special spicy episodes every once in a while. So
Yes.
this will be a shady one. And let me just start off by saying, I know how easy it is to watch a TikTok video or a reel or whatever viral video shit you watch, YouTube, fucking pick one.
Yes.
And I know you think, I could make that recipe. Or, oh, that sounds like a good idea. I bet that's healthy.
And then?
Don't do it. Just don't.
And
don't
then the
fucking
truth kicks in.
Don't fucking do it. I saw a recipe the other day for a homemade pizza pocket, or like the pizza rolls.
Yeah.
That was a stick of cheese, like a string cheese. I'm so mad I can't even talk. A stick of string cheese with pepperoni and some marinara wrapped in a tortilla and baked in a toaster oven. My fucking stupid ass tried it. It was disgusting. But currently, two of the biggest trends on TikTok. One of them it's not going to hurt you. It's fine. But does this make sense to you? Does this sound delicious to you? Mushroom coffee.
No.
Mushroom coffee. Oh,
I thought the olive oil espresso was
Thank you. They just tried this olive oil bullshit.
Annoying enough.
Mushroom coffee. Just fucking eat mushrooms.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to get enough in a coffee to do you any good. No.
Why?
Because
For clout.
for the fitness influencers, the wellness influencers, they all need new material.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, honestly, you can't just tell people to eat in moderation and work out. Like, you can't, that's not going to work. It's not going to catch anyone. You're getting zero clickbait off of that. So now you've got to come up with bullshit like mushroom coffee, or at least this one is not dangerous. Or it goes into the territory that does become potentially dangerous, such as the new TikTok trend of taking borax shots.
What?
You know what borax is, right?
Yes! It's fucking roach killer.
It kills insects.
Yes!
It can be used in detergent.
Yes.
Uh-huh. There's a whole, flat earth logic as to why this... I'm not even going to get into it. But there's a whole, logic tree, if you want to call it a logic tree, as to why people are doing this. Whew. Y'all, borax can literally be fatal. It can fucking kill you. It can paralyze you. It's a poison. It can make your stomach upset. It can give you diarrhea.
How did I miss all this?
I'm glad you did.
So am I.
It's day 3 of taking borax shots. That's the kind of shit people are doing on TikTok.
Kidding me right now.
And taking the shots on camera and talking about whatever, how it's purifying their body, whatever the fuck it is. Stop it.
Oh, no.
Stop. I don't understand. You know what? Actually do it. Just do it. You get what's coming.
What? I'm
You're not going to argue with these
now.
people anyways.
Very true.
And the reason I know you're not going to argue with them is because even if you could get their attention, which you're probably not going to get the actual influencer to respond to you, even if you don't, some loon in the comments is going to make sure that you can't possibly be saying something, even questioning the influencer. They're going to jump in and work as hard as they possibly can to protect this person. I made a comment the other day. I saw a recipe. It looked good. I would make it.
Not the pizza roll?
Nope. Okay, that was stupid. That was me being very dumb. The one that actually looked good was literally taking lean ground beef,
Okay.
Adding, once it's cooked up a little bit, you
Yeah.
add 4 eggs. You cook that up. Then you put rice in there.
Yeah.
And then you cook it all up. And then, like, on top of that, you can put some diced tomato and, like, some hot sauce or, like,
Yeah.
whatever you want. Very simple, straightforward recipe.
Yeah.
But what got me was they broke it down to being only $2 a serving.
What?
And then I looked before I left a comment, I looked in the description, and it said it made 3 servings. That math is not possible.
No,
so
not at all.
I said, where are you shopping?
Yeah.
Because the meat alone would be more than $2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly how I phrased it, by the way. So I could see, to some degree, maybe if someone doesn't speak English, blah, blah, blah. Because immediately someone replied, he said $2 per serving. I'm like, yes, that's what I mean. Fucking a pound of lean ground beef is going to be like $8.
Yes,
$8.
that's more than $6.
That is more than $2 a serving just for the meat.
Exactly.
Don't yell at me. I'm just asking questions. Where are you all shopping for this cheap ass meat?
Right?
I want to know.
Oh, God.
So you're not going to argue with these people anyway. Obviously you're very smart if you're listening to this show, and probably very good looking too. So you probably wouldn't fall for this, but I'm telling you now, don't.
What the hell?
Don't do it.
I bypassed all of that.
Oh, well, did you bypass the comments that Diane Warwick has for Elon Musk?
Wait, Dionne Warwick?
Mm-hmm.
No, what?
She said, I love that she phrased it this way. She said, I have yet to speak to that young man. And I intend to.
Typical Dionne.
Because I am not quite sure what he's doing, or if he knows what he's doing.
I mean, fair. Just saying.
So it's been quite a journey for her on Twitter, which I refuse to call anything but Twitter, because it's fucking Twitter, shut up.
Yeah.
She didn't join Twitter until late in the game and had been going for many years. And then Auntie Dion decided to get on Twitter and was a ray of light on the app, remember?
Yes.
When she joined, everyone was like so excited.
Yes.
They were like teaching her how to use it. And she was like,
I got this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Child.
Well, like many other people with Twitter, she has become...
Oh, gosh.
I use it for porn.
There you go.
And I look up the trending topics for this show. I
there you go.
don't think I've scrolled anything else in months. Yeah.
And you don't need to.
I don't need to. No, because if it's trending, I'll see it.
Exactly.
If it matters, if it's a fight on a dock somewhere, I'll see it.
Yep.
If it's Auntie Dion calling out Elon Musk, I'll see it. And then I don't need to scroll through my feed and see everyone arguing about everything.
Fair.
Or just straight up Nazis.
That part.
I can avoid it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Elon's like, well, I unbanned everyone that was banned because that's only fair. No, bitch, they got banned for a fucking reason.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ. The fact that anyone is still simping for Elon Musk or any of the influencers doing the Borat
Mind you,
shots
I'm not fucking unbanned, so he's lying. My old account that had more followers than my new account does is still banned.
I could maybe draw a line between why that is. But I want to speak for the man. I don't want to think about him, let alone speak for him. You were not racist enough in your posts, is what I'm guessing.
Don't get me started. Oh my gosh. Well, did you hear about Diddy?
No.
Oh, wow. A show full of surprises. Look at this.
Diddy?
So, Bad Boy Records, owned by Puff Daddy, Diddy, P. Diddy, he changes his fucking name
Sean
every
Combs,
fucking... Yes,
what the fuck is going on now?
Yes. I'm shocked that Bad Boy Records is actually going through their catalogs and releasing files and royalties to the artists that have been fucked over by him over the years.
So obviously he's not there anymore.
No, he is.
Yeah.
I think the backlash got way too much because many of...
Oh, this has been going on for years.
But
years and years.
112 called him out. Maze called him out. Danny Kane called him out. Aubrey O'Day's been very vocal about this entire situation. Still no word on Danny Kane. But as of right now, he is restructuring contracts from previous Bad Boy employees to, I guess, release files, royalties, and whatnot to make things right as of yesterday.
What?
Which I'm shocked, because that's never happened ever in the history of music.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
He must have had some, like, facing some kind of big lawsuit or something.
I mean...
I do not believe in that out of the kindness of his heart.
Maybe they all gang together. I don't know what it is, but it's happening.
I hope they see those checks.
They better.
I hope
the millions upon millions of fucking dollars that the artists have made that fucking record company, and they got paid shit, first of all. Secondly, they have been fighting for this for so fucking long.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really surprised it's not like court ordered. I really am.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be some type of settlement situation. Is all I could think of.
Yeah, he's trying to get ahead of the game.
Uh-huh. Pay him.
It is about fucking time. Did you see the breakdown for what the movie studios would actually be paying?
Oh, yes. Yep.
In comparison to what they make.
Uh-huh.
It's like 3%. It's not even 3% or some shit.
Yep.
It is so dumb. I think the main thing they're still fighting over now is the whole AI thing, but...
Yeah.
Just give people their goddamn money. For real.
Thank you.
I know everyone kind of says this about, like, well, when I'm rich or whatever, but honestly, like, what the fuck are you doing with it?
Yeah.
It's like Scrooge McDuck.
Literally.
Right? Like, what are you doing with it? You really can only amass so much before it doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly.
It's like infinity loop.
100%. Pay these fucking people.
Pay them
their fucking money.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, Aubrey just went on the podcast recently saying that, oh yeah, they're, mind you, like, if y'all are Gen Zers, Danny Kane was formed on a reality show called Making the Band. And we're put through strenuous K-pop like levels of torture for singing, dancing, being berated, mental abuse, yada 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 yada
that's still
yada.
The one time I do agree with Sean P. Diddy Puffy Combs.
Yes.
Because some of the shit that he said on that show reverberates to this day. Like, oh, you're trying to be a singer, but you don't know Rapper's Delight. Or you're trying to be this.
Yeah, no, like, yeah. Some of that.
I'm not saying the torture and the abuse.
Yes, exactly.
None of that.
Running for fucking cheesecake down fucking Times Square, that's ridiculous.
No, that's fucking dumb. But
that wasn't Danny Kane, by the way. That was the other group that he formed before them. But Danny Kane was the biggest group to come out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, is still in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the only female group in history to have 2 simultaneous back-to-back #1 albums, and they both went platinum.
Mm-hmm.
And second album...
And that's before streaming, y'all, so they sold those albums.
Yeah, they sold those albums. In fact, to give you a little bit more backstory...
People actually paid money for that.
He actually was just raking in the dough on the fucking reality show and didn't think that they would even sell anything. And they did... And basically fucked them out of money and the record company out of money because he underordered the albums thinking that they wouldn't sell. And they still sold 1 million goddamn copies of their first album. And another 1 million on their second album. And the second album they wrote on. And they don't get royalties for that. Which is insane.
And they don't get royalties for the show because it's a reality show.
Nope.
And
Exactly. So, hopefully over time, these things do take time.
They do.
So,
yeah, hopefully they'll get what's justified.
And there have been a lot of artists on Bad Boy. A lot.
Yeah. That's just wild.
Yeah.
When you think about it, because that could really deplete their resources. I mean, all that money. I mean, good.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, to basically deliberately bust yourself.
Yep.
Damn. I want to know what happened. I want to know.
This came out of nowhere, and I was like, wait, "I'm sorry, am I reading this correctly?"
I want to know. Oh, well, if you've been on social media at all, I'm sure you saw this as well. You know that the playa at Burning Man.
Oh,
very delicate space, by the way, that people traipse in and leave a bunch of fucking trash in every year. It rained.
Oh, yeah.
And it turned all that hard rock and sand into kind of a quicksand, basically. Yeah. So, one, people have definitely destroyed the playa, just trying to get out their RVs and their trailers and their fucking art cars or whatever. And I know like everyone is so dismissive towards Burning Man, and I have actually so many friends that go, and I have been checking up on them.
Sorry, friends.
But it's also you put yourself in that situation, and you're the one doing it. Like, I mean, I'm glad you're alive and all that stuff, but you're the one that made that choice. And many people got stuck, roads got closed, services were delayed, and then the rich people started getting panicked. Desperate social media posts about, does anyone know how to rent a helicopter? Bitch, how are they going to land a helicopter? I hope somebody sold them a helicopter.
You need a fucking platform that's solid. And clearly
they can't just throw down a fucking rope. No. You know? Come on.
It's not like a tarp situation.
Oh my God. So everyone was freaking out, and then this story emerged. The brave story of Chris Rock and Diplo traipsing miles through the mud to escape.
Is that why Chris Rock was fucking trending today?
Oh, there's another reason why he's trending today. So that's what sparked it off, is this whole story, and everyone's like making fun of Chris Rock for, it's like, oh my God. So, you know what I mean? First of all, going to Burning Man when you're a divorcee and being that rich guy that has to then be rescued from Burning Man. The jokes are writing themselves. I don't have any jokes that I wrote, obviously, but many people are. So since he started trending, a few people had to pop up and remind people that both Chris Rock and Diplo have been accused multiple times of gross sex shit going all the way back to the 90s. There's even audio tapes of Chris Rock speaking to his fixer about how this girl went to the police and told them he raped her, but they didn't believe her. And they're going to bury her. They're going to make it seem like she's a liar and this and that. I mean, literally a phone conversation between him and his fixer. And he's talking about how all he can say is like how fucked he is. And he's not at all being like, oh, well, they didn't believe her anyway, so we don't need to go after her. Or nothing like that. This guy is saying how he's going to trash her reputation and make it so no one believes her. And oh yeah, and then apparently Diplo too has multiple.
What?
Now, granted, well, I think the Chris Rock run was brought up before. Many of these allegations are being made by the TikTok detectives.
Gotcha.
People who are going into the, pulling from the archives.
Good.
Apparently they got the time for it. And so I can't say exactly what their sources are or where all this is coming from. However, there are numerous videos about both of them now circulating the interwebs about how disgusting they are. Mm-hmm. They should have got trapped at Burning Man. Leave them in the desert.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Oh, I know. Hollywood is so gross.
It really is. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, ugh. Oh, God.
Speaking of gross, did you see the whole thing with Kanye and his wife in the Venice canals?
Oh, yeah. His ass out. Her blowing him, apparently, on a yacht or something.
Midday?
Yes.
Broad
fucking
daylight. Other boats literally yards away. People filming them. His whole ass is out. And she appears to be adjusting his belt buckle from a commonly known position.
I mean, hey.
I'm like, wait a minute, I recognize that position. Been there many times. Never on a boat in Venice. And never again for Kanye because he has now been banned for life.
What?
For riding any boat in the Venice Canal.
Oh, wow. That I missed. How are you fucking banned from a goddamn boat? I mean, we know how, obviously.
Yeah.
But...
Mm-hmm. There are pictures and videos, so we know how. Oh, yeah. They said, nope. You do not care, Mr. Kanye. Mm-mm. You're not going to pull that shit over here. No, you're not. No. Mm-mm.
Whoa.
And his wife, too.
I can't.
Good for them. Someone who will not be getting banned in Venice for getting blowjobs from his wife is Joe Jonas, who apparently
That was my next topic, actually.
headed for a divorce.
Yes.
According to sources.
Mm-hmm.
And yet he has made a very extravagant big deal out of wearing his wedding ring and kind of posing for social media pictures with, that hand on his chin or whatever to show off that he's still wearing the ring. I mean, first of all, I don't care.
I mean, the latest I heard about this... I
remember who he was married to.
Right. Same. I forgot he was even fucking married. I did! So, from what I've heard from sources, is that at first there were cheating rumors, but apparently that's been dispelled. It comes down to...
Oh, people have been saying he's a cheater for a long time.
But apparently it comes down to she wanted to party and go out to events all the time, and he liked to stay at home.
What? That's such a boring way to break up.
Right. But also a normal way to break up, honestly, because
if
you're two different people,
actually,
and...
Makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Sophie Turner is coming up. She definitely has had, some big roles.
Yes.
But I would say
he's been famous since he was a child, so he might just be tired of it.
He might be over it. Meanwhile, she wants her star to rise.
Yeah, so
you got to go.
That's what you got to do. So it all makes sense if that is the actual case. Meh, boring, yes, but understandable. Also, yes.
Girl, call Taylor Swift. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't.
Taylor said, leave it.
Right. Well, speaking of divorces, there's some Britney news. Oh, yes. So next week, guess who turns 18?
Mm?
Britney and Kevin's oldest child.
Is it Sean Preston?
I want to say it's Sean Preston.
Yeah.
I think. Yes. And also, according to various outlets, them moving to Hawaii, when we all thought was a way to escape a loophole with the custody situation and child support, apparently it has to stay in the state where things were ruled at. So, so allegedly,
we need a legal eagle on the show.
Allegedly,
we need to call in at least once a week.
K-Fed will not be getting anything at all come next week, and then, mind you, they're Irish twins. So a year from now, Jaden will be 18, and he'll also not be having custody of him either. They'll both be adults. Can you believe that this has gone on for this fucking long? First of all, like,
I can't believe this late in the game that he's moving away from the bag. What a weird move.
Well, I think he thought that because Hawaii is American territory, that it would roll over. And apparently it's not going to.
Okay, he needed a better lawyer on that shit. Who's he been conversing with? The TikTok lawyer? The TikTok
team? Uh-huh.
It's questionable.
So, yeah.
Wow. That's actually kind of amazing. I mean, I wish it happened 5 years ago, but...
Yes, same. Or 13, well, now, but 17 years ago at this point, yeah. Jesus. Mind you, the man that has not worked in how long, petitioned numerous amounts of times to get his support bumped up. Wife does not work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. It does not take a fucking mathematician to realize that
what's going on.
And they've been living off of Britney's money the entire time.
And not only that, but the fact that he could be living off of his old wife and then get remarried.
Yes.
That's fucked up to me because let's just say he had remarried another pop star, like whatever. Ariana Grande.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, what other bigger pop star besides Madonna, Janet, Mariah, and Adele, and Taylor Swift and Beyonce are there besides Britney fucking Spears?
Sure, but what I'm saying is he could have moved in with an actress or married an actress that was doing really well.
Well, that's the thing. Because so that should have once the money balance becomes unbalanced, then that other person has to pay the other person.
It doesn't matter. It should
and with Britney in the conservatorship that she was in for 13/14 years.
No, if you can get married, you can.
Then she wasn't technically making any money because.
Oh, just driving me.
Yep.
No.
So I was like, yes, get his ass.
It's about time.
Yep. And now, if the rumors are true, and we've talked about this before, if the rumors are true and they have been keeping the sons, especially the youngest one, who Britney seems very, very close with, or seemed very, very close with, and who also started his own Instagram and went live and basically spilled the whole family tea, saying, I love my mom, I don't know why she doesn't want to do music anymore, blah, 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 blah. My grandfather's an asshole, and the rumors are that Kevin's been keeping them away from her. He's not going to have that power anymore.
I mean, he's old enough actually to become emancipated.
Yes, but I mean,
that's quite a process.
With her being in this situation for since they were born.
Yeah.
And who knows what they've been force feeding.
Well, and who really knows what's going on with her now? I mean, she's splitting from her current husband. To her, it is really sad that he can't find a job. Okay. So that's still some turmoil going on.
Yeah.
She's not quite settled either.
Yeah. But
my God. Why do I just, every time we talk about Britney, all I want to see is like her driving a car with her 2 sons with her, top down, wind in her hair.
Exactly.
Just having the time of their lives. That is all I want for her. I swear to God.
That's probably all she wants for her as well. Honestly.
I want her to be happy. Fuck. This girl has been through so much.
I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine. Like my mind literally can't wrap itself around that situation.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with the book. We'll just have to see. Yeah, it's really weird with situations like that because I feel it turns one of 2 ways. Like I have I don't want to get all the way into it, but like some of my family doesn't like speak to each other or whatever. And then so like that part of the family, the one that sort of turned against the family and tried to start shit, and then everyone wasn't having it, so he kind of became ostracized. One of his kids wanted contact, and then one of them doesn't. So it's like you can't even guarantee how that's going to end up. You know what I mean? Because they lived in the same house, they grew up with the same messaging, they both had the same whatever, and yet one of them totally bought the whole his side of it, and it doesn't want to have any contact, and the other one is like, I'm curious. I need to reconnect. So, it's a hard situation because you have no idea what he's telling them behind closed doors. Either. Yikes. What a show.
Right.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions.
Right.
From poisoning yourself to poison relationships.
You can't. Oh, wait, no. Nope, we're not done yet.
Just in.
I forgot. I have a podcast update from the drama last week.
Oh my God, the Heather.
Yes.
Heather.
McDonald, Justin Martindale / now Jeff Lewis situation.
Yes. Who, by the way, I fucking love the fact that, I didn't say this last week, but I love the fact that Jeff did ask her for permission, which I still think is weird.
Yeah.
And she said no, and he accepted that, but then still told him.
Yes.
That's a messy queen who loves drama, and I'm going for it.
Well, there's more drama now.
Oh,
because
my God. So, yeah.
Heather's...
And if you missed all that, just listen to the last week's episode. I can't do the exposition. I'm too lazy.
Heather's explanation for this whole thing.
Oh, that wasn't hidden behind a Patreon wall this time?
Oh, it still is.
Oh, my God.
But now, the people who have the Patreon are now on YouTube and spilling the tea. And... Child... She said that conversation never ever happened, blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. And Jeff was like, yes, it did. We had this whole conversation. Also, now that she's saying this, let's put it all out there. Yes, we had this conversation because she said that she didn't want their shows to be too similar, which... You have podcast hosts that, I mean, like half of her hosts have already been on his show anyways.
Right.
They
also,
have,
there's like a...
Like, they have 2 different shows.
Not only, I mean, because you have different hosts. Like, it doesn't... There's so many other... I mean, not to brag, but, there are other entertainment shows that you're not listening to right now.
100%.
So people make a choice of who they like, the personalities they like, the voices they want to hear.
Yep. And that's just that. And so he elaborated that, like she's lying This was the conversation.
And the whole reason he asked her anyway is because she's like his bestie or something.
Yes!
And he didn't want to step on any toes.
Exactly.
And now he's stepping on a whole ass foot.
Yes. So he's like, no, she's lying. Mind you, she's been on his show a gazillion times, and his show is way bigger than hers. So for her to flat out lie about the situation, to me, is, girl, like, you're not doing yourself any favors whatsoever.
I could see if it was a situation where, like, very informally he said something and she made, like, a joke, like, no, you can't steal him from me.
Yes.
That would be one thing.
No, he said it was a full-ass conversation. Mind you, how many fucking political podcasts, news outlets and whatnot share the same guests all the time?
All the time.
Same exact thing.
Yeah. If we had a talent coordinator, we'd have the same guests as everybody else on it.
Exactly. And you still tune in, you still listen.
Right.
So, end of the day, she's still blocking Justin from having a bigger opportunity. Uh-huh. And then here come the comments.
Oh.
Yep. Cause I was watching someone's YouTube podcast and they were like, I went to college with Heather and it seems like she's just not changed whatsoever. Mind you, let's rewind back because she got her big claim to fame being on Chelsea Lately.
I was just gonna say, the whole reason she's even fucking famous is because someone put her on her show.
And also... And the reason they had a falling out was because there was speculation that Heather was going to different magazines and whatnot and spilling tea about Chelsea in order for her to appear in these magazines. To which Heather denied.
Oh my God, is she the one who leaked the 50 Cent relationship?
No, Chelsea did that by herself. She didn't care.
Oh, I thought that was after the fact.
No, they were dating while Chelsea's show was still on the air.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, that was the whole thing. Chelsea, I mean, I will say one thing about her, she will not cover up anything at all about herself.
Very true.
Yes. So respect to that. But and Heather went on this podcast, radio show, I think Howard Stern maybe, and she was like, yeah, I was afraid every day that I was going to get fired, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And then Heather reneged a little bit saying that, oh, well, like, I'm just like an anxious person and I thought I'm getting fired all the time, which I can relate to myself.
Sure.
We already had this conversation right before the show, actually.
Yeah, we'll pour a little more out.
Yes. But, like, Chelsea went on Howard Stern and was like, what does she mean she's fucking afraid? Afraid of fucking what? She's like, even after that whole scandal went down and I had a conversation with her, like an adult should, I still had her open up for me in my fucking comedy shows. I never fucking fired her. Like, so, yeah, like, I don't believe in getting rid of people because we had a disagreement or because, you know, she's like, I didn't trust her ass after that. But I'm not going to fuck up someone's livelihood. She has children, you know, and everything else because you were an asshole. I'm not going to fuck over your whole fucking family because of that. She's like, so she was so fucking afraid. Why wouldn't she just leave? Why wouldn't she leave and find another job? Why would, like, if I were that horrible of a fucking person, why would I, after this situation, even allow her to go on tour with me, still book her, still have her on the show as my writer, still have her on the show as someone on camera? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You could have left if you were that afraid of your job. She's like, she has the credentials already. She could have gone and written for someone else. So let's like take a look at that. And now I'm like, you know what? And I guess she's also not had a great reputation with a lot of comedy clubs. So now I'm like, I think the issue's her. I mean, I said that last week, but like after revisiting all of this stuff and all this drama, I'm all, I think the issue is you, sweetheart. And you know what she did? Besides not addressing this outside of a fucking paywall,
And not only that, but addressing it by saying it didn't happen.
Yes.
What?
She also...
Girl, make up a better lie.
Exactly.
No.
She also, like we talked about last week, remember how I said that she was that Justin said she was liking all the negative comments about him, blah blah, and like not defending him as a like a friend should.
Yeah.
Even if you have a fucking business disagreement, if someone's telling you to go fucking die and calling you a faggot, that's that's crossing the line. Why are you liking that stuff?
Yeah, no.
Did the same thing to Jeff fucking Lewis last week when someone was like, yeah, we're Team Heather, and with friends like Jeff, who needs enemies? And she liked that and a bunch of other fucking comments. And he found out, screenshot it, and posted it on his social media.
It's so fucking juvenile.
It really is.
But it's also, like, why are you telling on yourself?
Thank you. You're doing the same behavior that Justin just said that you did to him.
Right. And it's public. People can.
Yes. End of the day,
just got called out for your likes on somebody else,
yes,
and
now you're redoing the exact. That's how narcissistic she is.
What I fail to understand, and like I said, this goes all the way back to the he said $2 a serving, is people get because they are fans of hers.
Yep.
Will defend her till the end. Why?
Like I said,
she's not going to pay.
And I called it last week because Justin was like, "Yeah, she bought a new house and bought a new car and blah 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 blah. So now she has three homes and a brand new car, and you reach a level and you think you're untouchable." But Jeff Lewis has a way bigger podcast than hers.
Yeah,
I mean, way bigger.
He's very successful.
Extremely.
He not only does he have his reality shows,
yes,
but his podcast, but also he is actually a real estate
magnate
or whatever the fuck you.
Yeah, he flips houses.
I don't think
for a living.
Yeah, and he doesn't flip all of them either. I'm sure he has multiple properties. And he's
And he just got her, because, again, I've been a Juicy Scooper for a while.
You've been a fan for so long,
yes.
This must be soul-crushing for you.
Yeah. And she even said, like, she's always like, I want to go, like, back on, watch What Happens Live, blah, blah. Jeff just got her on there 3 weeks ago, and they were on there together. So you're fucking up your own fucking bag at this point. Like...
Girl...
Like, you're biting the hand that feeds you, first of all. Because you have a friend who's more successful than you and was nice enough to have you as a recurring guest on his show, to get you this national television situation that you've been basically whining about for, I don't know, fucking how long. Because she hasn't been on that show in like 7 or 8 years at this point, I think.
Yeah.
And you were just on there, and she's like, I would love to be back on, blah, 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 blah. Well, bitch, not anymore, because Andy and Jeff are good friends. So you fucked that up too. You fucked up with Justin. Like, you're showing your ass right now is what you're doing.
Juicy Scoop, now with new host, Kathy Griffin.
Right, seriously, no. And then her first show back, which should have been saying something about the situation. Something.
What situation? It apparently didn't happen.
Right. She brought on Fortune Feimster. Out lesbian. I'm sure to try to pander to the gays. That's exactly what... That was a very strategic move as far as what I think.
Yeah.
And even then, and I put this in the comments, I'm sure it's probably either deleted or she's blocked me, or I'm probably getting... I don't have notifications for any of my social media. So I'm sure my YouTube comments are fucking flooded right now. Because I put underneath that episode, I'm like, this seems very telling that you'd have Fortune, an out and about lesbian, but also, like I said, I've been a Juicy Scooper for a very long time.
Yeah.
And when she's describing people, it would always make me cringe, like women, because it was always, yeah, she looks great, she's so skinny, she's fit, blah, 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 blah. And she won't say that when Fortune's on. So clearly you have an idea of beauty in your head, and you're portraying that verbally to your audience. Like, pick any episode that Fortune's not on there, and she's talking about how someone's dressed, but it's like, yeah, yeah, she's fit, she's a tight body, blah 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 blah, yada yada. Fortune's a heavy-set lesbian woman.
Mm-hmm.
To me, if that were my friend who had a podcast, and I happened to be not that description, and that's something you kept repeating and repeating, I'd side-eye the fuck out of you. I would. I mean, in a way, you're putting who I am down.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Like
the cracks are starting to crack in the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to watch it fall, honestly, because I've said this for a while now. She's been more and more just changing and becoming...
Is it changing, or is it
No, her true colors are probably showing up. Because, again, if you want to wind back 10, 11 years ago,
including
Chelsea called it.
Mm-hmm. I will say this, and I'm not saying like, ooh, we're so real or whatever, but one of the reasons that I fucking love doing this show, and I do not care who listens, who doesn't listen, how many downloads we get, although we do fine.
Yes.
Is because it is the one time where, like, I don't have to be nice. I don't have to pretend. No. I don't have to try and spare anybody's feelings,
right,
including my own. I mean, I self-deprecate all the time. But it is the one place, and I know you do too, where we let it fly.
Yes, and that's it.
This is not a character that we're playing.
No.
This is not a persona we have created.
Here on a media train situation to be
if you went out for a drink with us, this is what you would get.
With better audio, because we beat their live.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, this is it.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? When the writing's on the wall, the writing's on the fucking wall. And when there's smoke, there's fire. And the fire's been there for a while.
Yeah.
And Chelsea called it. Honestly, she did. Look, I thought you were selling stories about me. Mm-hmm. I think it's true. Also, you go and you say that.
That blows my mind because, I mean, first of all, I can't even imagine being at this echelon where someone that you know and have worked with for many years and consider a friend and a
yes,
work, whatever. It is, first of all, even that you're at the level where they could sell a story about you to
yes,
a fucking tabloid. Like, I really can't comprehend that. But to find that out,
yes, and then still employ them,
yes.
Not a demotion. Nope. Still employed her the entire
on
time.
The micro level
until the show ended. Yeah. Still had her.
Right.
Because she could have easily been like, you're not going on tour with me anymore. You can be a writer on the show, whatever, like fulfill your contract. No.
Just even on like
still had her as your opener on your sold out comedy tours.
Would you do that if you found out a friend in their circle was telling shit about you?
No. I'm not,
and that's just private social media.
I'm far less of a person than Chelsea Handler is, apparently. Because I don't think I could stand to look at someone like that. I don't do well with betrayal.
Oh.
I have a very small circle of friends. I keep it that way for a reason. Yeah. And once you betray me, that's it.
Funny story. I don't know why this reminded me of this, but
I'm so happy we tacked this on the very end of the episode.
Because, okay.
Mind you, Wes was about to hit the close.
I was about to, like, stop the whole thing. But this reminds me of the dumbest fucking, a very stupid story where I literally had to call someone out because they were spreading a rumor about me.
What?
And it was the most inane, idiotic thing. Where they swore they were in West Hollywood and they were about to take a parking space, and I pulled a U-turn and went into the space and took the parking space.
You're fucking shitting me right now.
No.
Of all the fucking rumors, that was it?
Yeah. First of all, you know I can't drive, so there's no
way I
could have accomplished that maneuver.
I'm like, you can pull a U-turn?
No fucking way. I wouldn't even attempt that shit. And then second of all, told so many people that I was like this, parking spot scavenger or whatever the fuck. Like, so. What I never understand about rumors or spreading shit is like it always gets back. It always gets back. And I actually pinpointed the story, and I wasn't even in West Hollywood that day. So I had to confront them about it. It pissed me off so much. And that's something very, very small and silly and kind of ridiculous. Like, so. But yeah, it made me so angry. Oh my God, I was so mad. I was so mad.
That's so ridiculous.
Have you ever had a rumor get back to you?
Oh, just the one in high school. I think I've talked, well, if you're just now tuning in, you can hear this. Yeah, just that I was adopted in high school.
What?
It came from a non-malicious place, I will say this, from the source.
Mm.
However, everyone else can fuck off. I'm in track practice my junior year of high school. Nope, because I did not do track that year. I skipped that year to get a job. Senior year of high school. And my really good friend Jessica and I were stretching. And she asked me where I was from. I said, Texas. She says, no, before that. I said, huh? Texas? I was born in Texas.
Oh my God.
Raised in Palm Springs. And she was in disbelief because there's a rumor in school, because I was fairly popular.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, one of 14 fucking black kids in the entire fucking high school. Not my class, mind you, the entire high school. I think I was the two of us in my senior year of fucking high school. That I was adopted by a white family because I spoke so well.
Had no one ever seen your parents?
Apparently not.
Oh my God.
They're as chocolatey as me. It was like mind blowing. It was like I went into like a weird, like, when you first discover something and you think that like that only happens during childhood, like early childhood. Like, oh, fire's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't cool. Oh, this is how people think. Oh, like these people kind of, No, it was like, I was a senior in fucking high school about to go into college. And this is the information. So it was that type of a, whoa, what the fuck situation. And also the first time I'd ever heard a rumor about me.
And isn't that fucking
and then it's
weird
like,
to know that people are talking about your ass?
Because I don't think anyone's ever talking about me. I don't find myself that important, honestly. Never have, and I still to this day am shocked when I find out about rumors about me. Because I just kind of go through life and it is what it is. And I think I'm pretty self-aware for the most part. But then when you find out things like that, it's like, wait, huh? And then it's like, well, how many people have been talking to me, like, and thinking this in the back of their head? Like, it's like that's what goes on in your head.
And it's also something that's so innocuous, like, so what if you were adopted? Like, who cares? But the fact that it was something that was spread around.
Yes. And mind you, I was fairly popular during high school. I was on the fucking ASB team, which is Associated Student Body. I don't know what they call it now because I've been out of high school for a very long time. Prom committee. I helped plan the prom. Like, I was pretty well known. So to know that people around me, and where it started is beyond me, but the fact that people around me had this idea in their head and talking about it flipped me the fuck out. I was just like, this is so fucking strange. And again, my friend meant no harm whatsoever.
Right,
she's going off of what she's heard.
Exactly, yeah.
And I was more popular than her. So so it's not like it was the upper echelon of popular people and like it was like a small circle. If it came from her and she's heard it, that means that a lot more people that I even associated myself with were saying this. And that's just fucking, it's a strange fucking feeling. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm team Justin on this, and I was on the fence about Jeff, but honestly, maybe Jeff saw Heather for what she was as well, and just wanted to be real with Justin.
I mean, like I said, I love that he's a messy queen who loves drama. Obviously, if he's like best friends with Andy Cohen, then we've talked about Andy many times on this show.
Yes, we have.
And I mean, whatever. Like, I'd still totally make out with him, but yeah, I think that he was.
Like, maybe he had enough, and he just wanted to...
I mean, feel like he
it happened at a party, point, so clearly he was drinking, probably.
A little drinkaroo.
And we all know how that goes. And maybe he was at his point, and he just wanted to be like, you know what, I would love to have you on my show, but you know what, this bitch won't...
Maybe telling a little too much.
Yep, we've all been there. I will say this, I'm not defending Jeff Lewis, but I'm saying I could see how it would happen if he were fed up with her shenanigans and him even seeing the red flags with her.
I think even if, and this is what's really wild, because I know we love to paint people in good or evil, I think you can still like somebody and call them out on their bullshit.
Yeah, 100%.
That's probably what he saw occurring. And he also has, here's the thing, no matter who you were friends with first, no matter who you've known the longest, you have your own relationship with these other people that you have. Maybe you first met them because of so-and-so, but now you have your own connection to them. And you have to be able to be honest and real with people that are in your circle. So,
I mean, it's not looking good for Heather right now. That's all I'm going to say. Especially with these, I mean, had she just released her own explanation without a fucking paywall, and then not having...
Like so many things about the paywall.
And then not having Fortune on as your next guest.
I mean,
have someone else. It just all seems very strategic, and then not even to bring anything up at all. On the latest podcast. Mind you, Jeff just fired 2 of their... Mind you, speaking of fucking swapping out fucking co-hosts and whatnot, she's had Brandy and fucking Julie from People's Couch on her show as repeat regulars. Jeff had them as his after show host on Sirius Radio. So miss me with the I don't want our shows to be too similar when it sounds like she's
not adding up.
No, she's trying to hold Justin back. I said this last week. I'm like, maybe because his star is starting to shine more than hers. He's getting up there in the comedy world.
But again, that's like big brain, little brain scenario. She has already come up. She already has her career.
If you just
going to take that away.
If you already have 2 homes and you just bought a new one and a brand new car.
Yeah.
What that's the American dream, really.
Someone else.
The American dream is having one home somewhere, and then having
but also,
a nice car,
just like it's
and
small,
a career.
It's little brain to me to not feel as though you could mentor someone and help their career. Big brain is recognizing you've got where you are because of your own talent for sure, but also the people who got you up.
Yes.
So now it's your turn. And maybe they're going to be a bigger star than you ever were, but you know what? You had a part in that.
Exactly. So why not keep them around? Not like in a using kind of way.
Okay, but even if you're thinking in a using kind of way, keep them around because then they can also pull you up.
Exactly. She's less than smart. And that's all I'm going to say about her for the rest of the episode. Until next week when more developments come out probably.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.